Rosie, welcome to the first ever Style by Society podcast. What an honour for you. How do you feel?
I feel great. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no worries. So I know all about you, but tell the guests, the listeners, tell us a bit about your YouTube channel, what the purpose of your channel is.
So I started my channel I actually first started my channel in like 2011, but we're not going to talk about that.
Oh.
My channel properly started in my first year of uni. I had made one video in 2015, which was documenting my interview for Oxford, but I didn't upload consistently after that. I started consistently uploading in 2016, basically just to try and provide an access tool that was free for people all over the world, because I felt like going into Oxford for me was so blind. I had no idea what to do. I didn't know anyone who had done it. No one that I could really talk to in that respect. So someone online that I could look up to in that would have really helped me, and I just wanted to be that person, I guess.
Well, I guess that's what's so good about YouTube. You can literally find out anything. I searched tutorials for how to use the washing machine. There's so much information out there now. What 3 things do your subscribers and Rosie Crawford fans know about you?
My subscribers that always comment, they know why I'm doing it. They know it was started to provide something for them, basically.
You're like the big man that gives them all the tips.
Yeah.
As a subscriber myself, I know that you are into your fitness, you're into the health and the well-being as well. I feel like that's another aspect.
Yeah, in fact, that is a part of the channel that was originally there before anything else, but it's still very much there. I will film a day in the life and I'll go to the gym, or I'll do Chloe Ting, for example.
So you said that you originally had been posting other videos, and I know you posted some videos about veganism. I know you did a fashion lookbook. What's the reason that you went from quite broad to such a niche genre of StudyTube? And maybe you can explain what StudyTube is, because it's so new.
Yeah. If I'm being honest, it was a complete accident. I did not realize this was a niche. I didn't really realize you kind of had to have a niche. That's why I just uploaded anything, because it was fun, because I enjoyed making videos. Now, StudyTube, like I say, it was an accident. I was just filming Oxford, which is going to be largely studying. And originally it was more like uni vloggers. Then some younger YouTubers, Ruby Granger's one of them, Unjaded Jade, and Eve Bennett, were basically filming their A-levels and how they prepared for their A-levels. The mainstream media got hold of these videos and started coining it StudyTube. At least that's, as far as I'm aware, that's how it came about. And Jade was on TV, and then lots of people started making StudyTube videos. There's been a lot of exposure, and having been someone who was just happened to be making videos in that sort of genre, I just fell into that niche. And really what it's all about is promoting the idea that everyone can attain these goals, and we just try and help people get there and help people feel motivated and like they can do it. For me, my area of StudyTube is particularly getting into university and breaking down stereotypes about Oxford and class stereotypes and things like that.
A YouTuber named Shannon Lester, she does advice videos and she does celebrity gossip, but she speaks often about how being a YouTuber, she's been doing it for a year now, can be very lonely and isolating. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, I haven't found it isolating. I think because I was really lucky in that I had my subject ready at the right time, because I know there's a lot of new StudyTubers who, because they're new, they probably might feel isolated if they haven't made the friends yet, or feel as though they're not getting the attention they deserve, which is the case for a lot of YouTubers. There's a lot of talent out there that isn't being discovered because, unfortunately, quite often it's who you know, and then random videos might just hit an algorithm, and that's that.
It's very saturated at the minute, YouTube as well.
Very, very, yeah.
So do you feel like when you started off, when you were a newbie to the scene, did you feel isolated then ever? Did you feel a bit lonely?
I don't know if I did, because for me in first year, everyone around me was in my videos and they didn't really bat an eyelid, they just joined in. And that meant that regardless of who sees it, the process of making it wasn't isolating.
So I was watching this video when I was preparing for this interview by this girl called Keena Marie, and she mentioned that people in her personal life treated her very differently because of her channel. Are there any times or experiences where you feel like you gained negative attention in your personal life because of your online presence and exposing yourself online? Because you started this when you were in high school.
I think there will definitely have been people at school who talk. but they're not the people that I value the opinions of.
A lion doesn't value the opinion of a sheep.
Exactly.
Spill the tea. Have you had any comments where you felt like it kind of had affected you a bit more personally? It then ran through into your offline life?
The only criticisms that do make you think is more the ones that are for the general StudyTube community. There was an article recently that was a very targeted article about one of the other StudyTubers. It was essentially saying that StudyTube is toxic and is promoting this productivity mindset that makes people work way harder than they need to. They were making generalizations like StudyTube is all rich, white, and a large part of it is, but it's not all like that. And it was that generalization that loads of people then responded to, like, oh yeah, honestly, I've never felt worse than watching these people's videos. I've never felt worse about myself. And that gets to you because the whole reason I'm doing this is to make people feel more confident. And in no way did I ever intend on promoting toxicity in any form.
But it's actually interesting that you've mentioned about the toxic side of it, because I saw a video by someone called Judy Neptune, and she did a video about the toxic side of StudyTube, so I really wanted to speak to you about it. She spoke about how using content from StudyTube, which she felt was supposed to be motivational, in fact resulted in burnout, depression and anxiety.